Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be addressing the incident that happened early on today, this afternoon. I got in a car accident this afternoon. I'm gonna kind of go through, the story, how it happened and everything, and I'll insert some pictures. I'm not really going to mention any names because that's just stupid. I don't want to do that because that's just rude. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Of course, I have like a lot of anxiety right now and I'm still in shock. So I'm just going to go with how my day went. Okay, so I was at school and my day was great. I was having fun with all my friends, everything was just cool. Everything was normal. I was having a really, really good day. Woo! Don't fall. Please don't. Don't fall. Don't do that. Okay. So I was having a really, really good day. Well, sorry if there's like a lot of pausing in this video. I'm still kind of getting over the whole fact. Okay. So I was headed out of the school. I was saying bye to all my friends and everything. And I got in my car. Well, my truck. Well, it's not really my truck. It's my boyfriend's truck. I'm just borrowing his truck right now until I get my car fixed. But I was borrowing his truck and I was driving. I was going out of the school parking lot and I was going into town. And I went around the roundabout and I noticed that there was this girl behind me and she was like right up on my butt. And this happened like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, okay, maybe she'll just like turn off or go somewhere else and not be like all up on my butt. Well, I was in the middle of town. And this is a small town, so everybody's gonna know what everybody's doing and what happens. Anyway, so, the first thing that happened is I was going down the road and there was this red vehicle in front of me. And it had the turn signals on going to the left. So, I was trying to stop really, really quickly. So I put both of my feet on the freaking brakes. Like I was like trying to stop. But there wasn't no, marks or anything on the road. And, thank God I did not hit them. I did not hit them in the back end, so that's good. But right when I stopped, wham! In the back end. This car must have been going 45 in a 20 speed limit. Or whatever it was doing, but it was going pretty fast. Anyway, so whenever the car, the front end of the car behind me hit my back end, my head went straight to the wheel. Thank God I had padding, a little pink padding on Michael's truck. That would have had saved my life. But anyway, it hit my head and then I went back like this. And then in between that time, I could feel my whole truck jumping. Like, cause both of my feet was on the brakes. So, just trying to imagine the impact of that car while I had my brakes on. So my car was like jumping. But, so I looked around and, believe it or not, my whole entire radio fell out of the little place that it's supposed to be in. And I will insert a picture right here. Yeah, the whole entire radio fell out. Yeah, and I was such... Ooh, sorry guys, my camera fell. But I was so much in shock. I was crying. Oh my gosh. And before you know it, the police was there, and the first person that I called was my aunt. I called her, and I said, please come down here. I just got in an accident. I was crying. Oh my gosh, I was crying so bad. The police officer came up to, my door, and, he said, are you okay? Like, did you hurt yourself? I said, no, I'm fine, but I hit my head. I should have said I hit my head, but I didn't. So anyway, he went somewhere else. He was, like, directing traffic. There was, like, so many people looking and staring at me. It's okay. You know what? Because it was not my fault. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It wasn't my fault, so it doesn't really matter, you know? But, the police officer asked me for my license and insurance, and I gave it to them, and, they were trying to pull, her front end out of the back of my, truck, but, believe it or not, her car was, like, all the way up under my truck. So let's just say my truck is right here. Her car went all the way up under there. Yeah. And, so I called my aunt, and I was, like, crying and everything. She said, I'll be there, I'll be there. So, she hurried as quickly as possible, and, let me see. Yeah, I was just shocked. I was crying, and, actually, thank you. If you're watching this video, you know who you are. One of my friends came over to, my window with his mother, and, him and his mother were just asking me, like, are you okay? Is everything fine? And, I was very happy to see them because, you know, I just got done talking to them, you know, before I left the school and everything, and those were the people that I was hanging out with, during my enrichment classes. And, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm fine, you know. I was trying to, like, put on a brave face, but in reality, I just felt terrible. But I'm pretty sure I cried. I don't remember. It's just so hard to remember all this. You know, I'm just glad that it wasn't my fault. You know? Anyway. Did I get to the part? Oh yeah, well, they left, but I just want to say thank you for the people who asked about how I was doing and, came up to me and, you know, asked how I was. Thank you guys. Love y'all. But the officer asked me to get out of the car. So I went over to the sidewalk, and, he was asking me questions about what all happened. And I told him the truth. And, he was like, okay, well, do you have any, parent contact? I said, I already called my aunt. She's coming over here. And, so that was that. And, the girl that ran into my back end, she really, I don't know, but in my perspective, she really looked like it wasn't her fault. And everyone knows those type of people that just, it's not my fault, it's her fault, like, doesn't want to take the blame. But I'm not saying any names because that's just rude. But thankfully her mother, or whoever the person was that she was with, came over to me and asked me how I was doing. Thank you. Thank you. But, yeah, I was still in shock and everything. But, see, my brain is just scattered. I'm trying to. It's only been like 30 minutes after this wreck, so I really haven't had any time to recover. Anyway. But, yeah, after that, after they got done directing traffic and everything, the police officer told me to just stay there and they're gonna get a dually and take the car, put it on the dually, her car, not mine. But I was looking at her car and her whole front end was squished up, like all bunched up and everything. And the only thing, my truck just took pieces from her car and was just hanging on to them. But the only thing that was wrong with my truck is that the tailgate, well, not the tailgate, the bumper was flipped under the car, under my car. But that can be easily fixed. Anyway, they hooked her car up. And whenever they hooked her car up and started pulling her car up the little ramp thing, water, I guess it was radiator fluid or water or oil or whatever it was, just started spilling out everywhere. I'm thinking that's her radiator. I don't know. But, yeah, I was very, very nervous, and because I was so scared that it was my fault, but it really wasn't my fault. So, let's just get that cleared up. Let's get that cleared. It was not my fault. But the police officer told me to get into my car and drive it over into, this little area so the traffic can flow easier in and out. But let me go back a little bit. While I was sitting there, there was like tons of people going by me and stuff like that. Thank you for all the people who called my guardian, and contacted them and seeing if I was okay. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. I can't give y'all enough love because y'all mean the world to me. Thank you, guys. But jump back to where we were. I went over into, I drove into another parking lot area and I sat there and I waited for my aunt to get there. The police were on the other side of the road and I was over here. My aunt was talking to the police and everything, and they told the girl that hit my back end, they said that they will need to meet her in court. So I'm pretty sure, that was her fault. So yeah, they told me that I wasn't the one in fault. So that's good, because I don't really want anything to be in my fault, because I want to learn from my mistakes, but I am also taking this lesson as a learning experience to, don't do what that girl did. Don't drive right up under someone's car. That's just stupid, Give people time to brake and stop. But anyway, I don't think that girl's ever going to talk to me. I don't really care. But, my aunt came over to the car. I was crying. I was in shock. But after a little while, everything started to get better. The police came back over to me after the whole, accident scene was done and the traffic was moving regularly. He told me that I was not in fault, and, I just need to go to the, City Hall and, pick up the, what was it? The court case or whatever it was. I don't know. Just pick that up and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. I just took my truck back home and stuff like that. But uh for my first accident, to me it was pretty intense because I was not expecting it to be like this. I mean, I thought that I actually hit the car in front of me, but I didn't. I was so far on the brakes that my car was jumping. But anyway, my emotions was just scrambled all over the place. I was crying, it was just terrible. And once again, thank you for all the people who was there to support me through my first accident. It really means a lot to me. Um, just thank you guys. If you have ever had an accident, just comment below, and I would really like to hear your stories because I really do read all of my comments, and I do reply back to y'all's comments. Yeah, today was just a crazy day for me. But yeah, I will be posting on my Facebook and my Snapchat, more things. But that's all that I have for today. I'm just gonna go lay down and take me some ibuprofen because my head does hurt. I kind of have a headache. But I'm gonna lay down, watch some Mom or some Big Bang Theory or some Underworld or Vampire Diaries or something. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, drop them below. And if you also have any video requests, I would love for you guys to put some video requests down below, and I will try to make the videos. But thank you guys for watching this video. Yeah, I'm sorry it's so scattered and like that, but I'm still kind of getting over it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you.